Hey guys, so we're back here at 10 Arrows, and we're going to talk a little bit about contingencies. And what that is basically, do you have a home to sell before you buy your new home? Do you need the proceeds of that sale to buy it, or would that just make your financing more favorable? If that's a thing, then we're going to talk about that in detail.
Cheers.
Most people need to sell their home before they can buy a home. It's very common. And so what you're looking at is a contingency. And a contingency is a few different things, but in essence, you are asking a seller to sell you their home, but it's contingent upon the sale of your home.
With the contingency sale, it can be done, but it's not always the easiest thing to do. Right, Chris?
No, it's not always easy. One of the reasons that this is a little bit more difficult is that, in my experience, it may be different in other places, but about half of your sellers will not even accept a contingency offer.
Some won't even look at it.
No. And so you want to keep that in mind. But then there's a few different ways to structure it. So you can either go ahead and get your home on the market and get a contract going, and then once you have a contract, you know when your closing date is going to be, and that way when you go out there and you place an offer on the home that you do find, you can line it up where these land on the same day. Or you can go ahead and start looking, find that home, and place your offer, still contingent, but it would say that it's contingent and you are going to get your home on the market. Some will agree to it if you have it on the market within 24 hours, others about 3 days. That's gonna kind of be a negotiable item.
With that being said though, most of the time you can close on the same day, but there are instances where you cannot. And so with that being said, you need to make sure that you have a plan of where you can go in between those times of your home selling and buying your new home.
That's very correct. And there's a couple examples here. One of them would be, let's say you found your home, you've got it under contract, and your home that you're selling is also now under contract. Everything looks like it's smooth sailing from here on out, and then a week before closing, the buyers of your home have some type of hiccup. They need to get some additional documentation to their lender. Something like that happens, which then extends it. Well, now you can't close on your new home until they close, and so you're going back and asking those sellers to extend. And most of them, if you're that close to closing and they've already accepted a contingency offer, they're ready to be kind of negotiable and a little more lax about the situation. But you will have some that they're ready to dig their heels in, and they'd sooner bust contract. And just know that going into it, there is a little bit of risk, and that could be something that happens.
Worst case scenario, your home that you're selling itself busts, they completely back out, and now you're kind of just stuck, and more than likely you're going to have to break contract unless you have another form of way to finance the deal.
Okay, so let's backtrack just a little bit, and I'm going to talk about kick-out clauses. And it's called a couple different things, but there is such a thing as a kick-out. And a lot of these sellers, they will go ahead and accept your offer and now this only applies if your home is not under contract. And so you can place an offer on a home and go ahead and get it under contract without your home yet being under contract. So you've got yours on the market, and maybe the timing kind of works out. Maybe the home that you're buying, they are okay with a 60-day closing. And so, okay, we'll buy it in 60 days. That gives me plenty of time to go ahead and get my home on the market and get it under contract. And so it's on the market but not officially under contract yet. And then that seller can still market their home as active and take other offers in that period until I also have a contract. And so then if a buyer comes in and places an offer that is better than yours, and that and better than yours could just be contingent to them. It could be many different things. And then that seller can go ahead and accept that offer. If they do, they will then come back to you and say, depending on whatever you negotiated in your contract, you have 24 hours or 3 days to remove your contingency, or we're going to move forward with this other offer.
Moral of the story, a contingency can be done. It's not always easy, and 50% of the time it's probably not going to happen. But hey, if you got a knowledgeable agent, you got somebody that's aggressive, ready to get it done, it could happen. So don't be afraid to ask questions. The best thing to do. Besides that, that's all we have for you today. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and watch our other videos here or wherever Dave puts them. And yeah, we'll see you
also, let us
more.
know if there's any other topics that you would like us to cover,
Yes.
and we will gladly do
Down
that
in the
as well.
comments. Just say what you want to know. And
See
that's
you
it.
next time. Bye.